Okay, I think this is it, right? Is it or is there one more episode? Because I thought it was supposed to conclude on the 15th, but this is at least the beginning. So this will be like maybe part one, right? As we go into the final round of the stages here, but it's this was a really good season, right? Like it was really, really just beyond any expectations. The talent, all the qualities of all the contestants was, I mean, they were just way beyond anything we could have imagined in the beginning, right? And so many of them, they worked so hard and improved so much. I mean, it was constant improvement, like every single time, right? Every single go at this, a round of stages, and everybody just kept getting better. Even the ones who unfortunately didn't make it through the last stage, they still had marked improvement. And if you go back and watch the beginning of the series and like those regional auditions and things like that, to compare then to where everybody's at now, it's such a huge gap as far as the improvements that have been made. And man, it's been fun. It's been overwhelmingly positive, and just so much fun this series. And so let's let's see what happens here.
僕はもともと人の前でダンスするのが大好きだったんで
曲が流れたら勝手に体が動いちゃったりしたりして
僕が歌っている時に一番幸せでした。
自分のダンスを多くの人に見てもらって
もっと大きいステージでもっとたくさんの人に見てもらいたいし。
Oh my goodness.
あの時は本当に自分受かるのかな分かんないなとかそんな感じで
緊張感とまたワクワク感がありました。
失礼します。
同じ夢を持った人たちが集まって同じ夢に向かって一生懸命汗流してずっと頑張ってきたので、
あとは何よりも仲間ができてじゃあ一緒踊るか。
誰かが落ちるかもしれないっていう状況なのにみんな仲間思いだなっていうことが伝わってきて家族以上の存在になってるんじゃないかなって。
ここまで来れたのもメンバーのおかげでもありますし、
メンバーのみんなで夢を叶えれたらいいなって思います。
全員とデビューできるように頑張ります。
The difference, man. Look at this. It's so wild. And they show those shots of them when they're little kids, right? And there's something about them, like it's just the same spirit, you know what I mean? And this is so crazy because you can see their little faces and you know who it is, you know what I mean? Man. And then showing them, like I said at the beginning of the series and all the way up until now, just what a difference, man. Yeah, it's been incredible. Oh, what a great pre-chorus.
分を信じてたった一人でもいい想像を超えた未来 So I'm telling myself Now's the time Here's a place 夢見たこと in my face からもの Keep moving on 全てをかけて I gotta get there 全身全霊込めて狙う One shot Just remember まっすぐに to the source No break no stop ゼロから count this one Nobody can stop You run and fears I'll get the key until I get there
Ah, man. You know what I was gonna say? Friends for life. Like these, you know, even Sean and Taiga and Sodai and like these guys will be friends. I think forever. I don't think they'll ever stop communicating. You know what I mean? I mean they're gonna be busy. Obviously, there's gonna be things that happen, but you see, you know, the way that they work together over the series and. It's these different really great moments with them. Like there's no way that this group right here, like they're not going to be just friends forever, right? Like after this. This is a really awesome song, like the official song from the show, right? The one that we've been listening to, the snippet, the hook of since the beginning, right? Really awesome to have all 9 of them in the performance, you know what I mean? Like it becomes a big performance. Everybody sounded great. It's a great track, man. It's got awesome bass all throughout. It's like this very consistent foundation for the whole track. And what a great pre-chorus too. The build up on that and the resolution was so perfect. It's really wonderful bridge section. This is a very well written song for this show. Man, and that they just look like the group already. They just you know what I mean? I'm like this is it right here. If you don't if we lose anything from this, it's gonna be like a big hit, man. This is it right here, man. Like this is the group.
グローバルボーイズグループ誕生のためのニジプロジェクトシーズン2、このニジプロジェクトシーズン2のファイナルステージ進行を務めます森圭介です。どうぞよろしくお願いいたします。
Oh yeah, Stray Kids judges, right?
2022年の3月名古屋から始まりまして、日本計8都市、アメリカはロサンゼルスとニューヨーク、そして韓国はここソウル、世界11都市で地域予選を行いまして、グローバルスターの原石を選抜してまいりました。今日まさにですね、この場で JYP そしてソニーミュージックが生み出すグローバルボーイズグループが誕生するということになるわけです。果たしてどの参加者がデビューの切符を手にすることができるんでしょうか。ぜひそのボーイズグループが誕生する瞬間まで温かく見届けていただければ幸いです。今日の主人公をお呼びいたしましょう。二次プロジェクトシーズン2ファイナルステージに立つことができる9人の参加者たちです。
Dude, they gotta be so hyped to have Stray Kids there as the guest judges. And then isn't NiziU supposed to do a performance also? That's what they said.
Oh. Wow.
Interesting, right? Because they were like, they really enjoyed that intro, right? And it is, if you, I mean, because I've seen some of the Stray Kids series, like, you know, when they were having this sort of competition to form a new group, and it ended up being Stray Kids, right? Like they're probably sitting there going like, wow, this whole concept has come a long way, right? It's been just under like a decade or so, but the whole setup, right? Like they're seeing it also like, whoa, look at all this, like look at the stage, look at all this, man, this is crazy.
エイジ、ミラク、ケン、ユウ、ハル、トモヤ、ユウキ、セイタ、ユウキ、デビューという夢を抱き、そして絶え間ない努力でファイナルステージに進出した9人の参加者たちです。さあ続いてファイナルステージの審査を務めてくださるとても重要な方々をご紹介いたしましょう。時代を代表するアイドル 2PM、 TWICE、 ストレイキッズ、ITZY、そしてNiziUを発掘した JYP の代表であり、30年間 K-POP シーンをリードしていらっしゃるレジェンドアーティスト J.Y. パーク。J.Y. パークさん、今どんなお気持ちですか？
今日はついに最終メンバーを決めなきゃいけないです。でも全ての参加者が全部思い切り自分の実力を発揮できると思います。頑張ってください。
はい。Interesting.
さあそして今日のためにスペシャル審査員の皆さんがこのニジプロジェクトシーズン2にお越しいただきました。全世界に旋風を巻き起こしていますアーティストストレイキッズのプロデュースユニットスリーラチャファイナルステージのスペシャル審査員を務めることになった今のお気持ちいかがですか？
まあ今もめっちゃ緊張していますよね。参加者の皆さんが全力を尽くして準備したステージだと思うので、その分僕たちも最後まで心を込めて審査したいと思います。よろしくお願いします。
僕たちも同じように審査を受けた経験があるので、今どれほど緊張しているかよくわかります。最後まで後悔しないように自分の持っているすべてを出し切ってください。
皆さんここに来るまで一生懸命努力してきた自分自身を信じてください。最善を尽くしてパフォーマンスしたら準備した以上の力を出せると思います。はい、ありがとうございます。
Dang, those dudes speak Japanese
さあ
too.
J.Y. パークさん、対決のルールとそして審査の基準、非常に重要だと思いますけれども、どのように行うんでしょうか？
Like really good, man. And Pang-chan, he speaks English, Korean, and Japanese. Man.
두 팀으로 나눠진 멤버들이 두 번의 대결을 하게 됩니다. 팀 개성에 맞춘 곡들로서 대결을 한번 하고, 그 다음에 제가 이 멤버들을 위해서 쓴 곡인데 공통곡으로 같은 곡으로 또 두 번째 대결을 하게 됩니다.
Yep.
審査基準は JYP の未来を担うグループにふさわしいのかです。実力に劣らずキャラクターまで見せなきゃいけないです。
J.Y. パークさん、デビューのメンバー、その人数というのは決まりましたか？
シーズン1のように決めてないです。
Oh my goodness.
希望する人数はもちろん9人です。
So they can all make it.
だから自信を持って余裕を持ってしてください。
はい。
The preferred number is 9. Like Nizi.
さあ、それではニジプロジェクトシーズン2ファイナルステージです。最初のミッション、チーム別曲対決を始めます。まずハルさんチームが準備したパフォーマンスからご覧いただきます。ハルさんチームのミッション曲は夢を守るためなら何でもできるという強い意志が込められました Whatever Whenever という曲です。
NiziU.
NiziU.
今日はファイナルステージのミッション曲を紹介します。この曲は皆さんのための曲です。
自分たちってすごいね。
まだ世界に出てね。
そうだからまだ未公開。あ、すごい。
ありがとうございます。ありがとうございます。聞いてみたい。
聞きたい。早く聞きたい。いくで。
いただきます。いただきます。お願いします。
Whoa, syncopated.
もういいよこの口なんかね。明るい感じやね。ね。
Funky, dude.
いい感じ。めっちゃ爽やかやね。
하루 팀이 부를 곡은 Whatever, Whenever라는 곡인데요. 일단 굉장히 밝고 경쾌한 R&B입니다. 그래서 난 이제 너를 위해서 뭔가를 해주고 싶다. 너의 사랑에 보답하고 싶다. 그러기 위해서 난 뭐든지 해줄 수 있다. 이런 얘기고 그걸 자기들 나이에 맞게 자기들다운 모습으로 표현하는 게 제일 중요할 것 같아요.
やってみたい。こっち系をやりたかった。なんか楽しくイエーイってできそう。
今まで自分たちだけの曲っていうのを歌ったことはなかったのですが、自分たちのためにこう曲を作っていただいて、すごくなんかアーティストになった気分で、
やっぱりお手本となる動画だったりそういった参考となるものがなかったので、ゼロから僕たちで作っていかないといけないという感じだったんですけど、
Good, they understand.
この曲を表現したりするのがすごく楽しみだったり、みんなで楽しみながらやっているような姿をお見せしたいです。
わあ、きっつい。まだ溢れてるんだ。で、足。
Dang. it's pretty intense.
全体的にこの曲はジャンプとかが多かったり、結構爽やかに見えて激しいダンスなんですけど、
本当は楽しくしなきゃいけない曲なのに、こうすごくなんかきつそうに見えたりっていうのが自分たちの中では課題であって、
どうしよう本当もう出てないマジでどうしよう。ちょっと限界来てる。俺もミスった。
あと少ししか日にちがないんですけど、
いち早く直していっていくべきだなっていうのを強く感じました。
やべマジでなこれ。
Well, this group is like really strong, right? I mean, AGU, even Miraku, he's can do flips and all that stuff, right? He can do the acrobatic type stuff. Ken and Haru, these guys are all strong. But it is who you're like, wow, they're actually wearing them out, you know what I mean? Like so, but they can do it, and I mean. It actually really ties into the concept of the song very well. Do whatever you got to do, right? Whenever you got to do it. You should tap into that. You're going to be tired. You're going to be like exhausted. And that's just the way it goes. You know what I mean? Like you get better, but they're saying the first time, and it's not going to be the last time either. Oh, this is the messages from the families, right?
1週間頑張ればいいだけだろ、残り1週間。
これやったんや。
ケン見てる？
逃げんな。どこ行くん？
ケンは本当いつも明るくいてすごいなと思うけど、悩むことも多いと思うし、自分がなんでできんやろうっていうストレスもいっぱい受けたりすると思うけど、本当にしんどかったりストレスが溜まった時は一人にならずに全然いつでも言っていいから、ストレス抱え込まず、そのケンの明るい純粋な姿をいつでも見れたらいいなって思うかな。
ね。めっちゃいいこと言うやん。
ミラクとは地域予選、東京の地域予選で初めて会って、
お疲れ様です。応援してるわ。
そこから会って今もここにいるっていうのがすごく不思議だし、なんか運命なのかなっていうのをすごく感じた。
なんかすごいところいいね。
運命なのだから、これからも一緒にデビューして、エイジの好きなゲームも一緒にしてラーメン食べて仲良くなりたいと思ってるよ。不確定な未来がやっぱり多い中だけど、そうやってゆうくんが支えてくれる存在でいてくれたから、このままでずっと突き進んでいってほしいなと僕は願ってます。正直ちょっとこれは恥ずかしいんですけど、春はものすごく大好きです。で、春はものすごく
これみんなで見るもの知らなかった。
虹の中でもすごく近い関係というか、実力が伸びたっていうのはもう自分は春のおかげだと思ってるので、辛いことをしっかりと乗り切って一歩一歩自分たちで成長していって、どんどん上を目指していきましょう。頑張ろうぜたちよ。
うわ恥ずかしい。いやありがとう、嬉しい。감사합니다.
I was wondering.
まだある？
I could tell it was Ken's family. Look at his dad, it looks just like him.
やめて本当にダメ。
잘 지내지? 今は離れ離れですごい会いたいけど、ケンが頑張ってるの姿を見て一番頑張る。本当に最後のステージだけど、最後までベストを尽くして全力で気を抜かず楽しんだもん勝ちなんで、頑張ってね。ファイティーン。ファイティーン。
ユウが前の事務所出ることになった時の絶望感と劣等感で日々を過ごしていったのを見て、本当に辛かったよね。でも前みたいに夢を追いかけるという努力をしている姿を見て、家族みんなで精一杯バックアップしていこうと思いました。
レイジが元気で頑張っているか心配になって何度か連絡をしましたが、レイジから返ってくる言葉は必ずいつも決まって任せてくださいの一言でしたね。
辛いこと悩んだこともあったと思うけど、諦めずに頑張り続けたミラクの努力は必ず叶うと信じています。夢に向かって頑張ってね。ファイティーン、
ファイティーン。
春、お疲れ様。
Oh my goodness.
春、
お疲れ様。私は母から預かったお手紙を読みたいと思います。愛する息子へ。
待って待って、俺やばい。
春が韓国に行くと決めた日から、お母さんは同じ年頃の男の子を見かけると胸が痛くなり、涙がこみ上げてきたり、毎日普通に「いってらっしゃい」「おかえり」と言っていた言葉が言えない寂しさ。でも春は一人で韓国で頑張っていることを考えると、お母さんが泣いてばっかりいたら頑張っている春に申し訳ないなと思いました。
違う道を違う国で目指すことを選択したことは大人でもなかなかできないことですが、よく決心して今家族全員いつも感心しております。他のメンバーも最終ミッション、自分の実力を出し切って世界に通用するアーティストになれるようにぜひ頑張ってほしいと思います。応援してます。
応援しています。
His sister is so pretty, man. Dang.
みんなさ、元気にしてたけどさ、やっぱり今泣くってことはやっぱ辛かったんだろうね。
懐かしいしね。なんかこんな応援してもらってるのに、すごい自分がいろんなことでこう悩んでて、すごい暗い気持ちになってたのがなんかバカらしくなって、
みんな頑張ってね。
応援してもらってる分自分が最大限頑張らなきゃっていう、そういうもう一回頑張ろうっていう火もついたし、同じ夢を持った人たちが集まってこう同じ夢に向かって走っていく、今から走って頑張っていこうっていう風な曲になっていると思うので、
練習をしながら楽しかった時の思い出や、これから絶対にデビューするっていうそういった気持ちを乗せて、
その夢をつかむための第一歩を踏み切るために、今回のファイナルミッション全力で舞台を楽しんで悔いのないように頑張りたいと思います。
I was wondering when we were gonna get hit with the family messages. It threw me off there for a second because I was like, they did the messages between the members, and I was like, huh, did they, I was already thinking like maybe they weren't able to, for whatever reason, to speak to the families. But then, I was surprised just like them. Man, but that's like just one of those really great moments of these shows, right? Because it was like this in the first season of a Nizi project, and it's really hits like pretty hard, but you should be like, you should get like, you should get pumped, you know what I mean? Like you should get super hyped, this is when that, like you get that urge to go Super Saiyan, right? You're like, you feel it, you can feel everybody who is supporting you, right? It's like there's one layer with them, with these guys together who have come this far, and then you get this connection back to your family and like where you came from, and like all of that's just so intense, Oh man. All right, hold on. I should have been better. I should have seen this coming. Okay. All right. Now just in case that we get hit with another round of family messages.
いつも通り普通にやってるから安定性と自分のバトルが出てきます。めっちゃ楽しい、心から本当に楽しい。絶対今日に出れるでしょ。ファイティー！ OK、行くぞ。ガシャガシャ。
그랬던 우와 하나둘 다가온 현실은 꿈 빛을 삼킨 어둠 같아 보여 바람 자신 있는 거 세상을 뒤흔들 우리 귓가에 우리 소리 눈부신 미래 날 그렇게 믿어 널 위해서 뭐다 할 수 있어 밤엔 눈보기란 문 빛을 따라 Cause I believe it I can do whatever and whenever 널 위해 never walk away 무엇이든 언제든 다 말해도 돼 I do it for love I do 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 멈출 줄 몰라 나더 높이 날아 high and high 너와 나를 위해서 날개를 끝까지 펼치겠어 같이 꿈을 꾸는 순간 뻔히 보는 만화 언젠가 말해볼 시간 꿈은 꼭 이루어지니까 언젠가 you to the moon 약속할게 You can believe it I can do whatever and whenever 널 위해 never walk away 무엇이든 언제든 다 말해도 돼 I do it for love We do I 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 do For you 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 빛을 가득 내 손에 지워주고 싶지 고마울 필요 없어 항상 그랬듯이 Let's go harder and harder 악만 보고 갈 거야 널 위해서 I can do whatever and whenever 널 위해 never walk away 무엇이든 언제든 다 말해도 돼 I do it for love for love I do 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 For you 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 for you
You know, what was really good about this is that for as intense as the practice was getting, you know what I mean? They looked really relaxed on this, right? Like they weren't like tense or anything. Like they looked like super into it. Like they were having fun, right? So when the group is having fun, you know that they're not worried about the finer points, the details. Like they're not sweating it. Like they've done enough work to sort all that out. And this when I was hearing the track, you know, when they first started playing it, because it doesn't have the vocals, right? And there's this wild syncopation, like there's so much space within these measures, right? And once the vocal is in, oh, it sounds so great. Like it's so great, and they performed it really well. It's hard because the choreography is demanding, but the delivery, the projection on the vocals the dynamic is not like incredibly intense, you know. You have to perform all those movements while also sounding real cool and relaxed and chill, right? And that's the difficult aspect of the song, like trying to balance that out, trying to have good movement, good lines. You know, the dynamic is higher in the choreography, like there's much more of a dynamic intensity there. But the vocals should stay in this really chill like groove, right? Like something that's just really fun to listen to, like very relaxing. You know what I mean? And so, but they did a good job, man, because they looked like absolutely just having fun the entire time. I think everybody sounded great. There were some really cool the lines were so good, and the sequence, right, in the choreography and stuff, when the movement kind of ripples from one side to the other, right, it looked really nice. The timing, right, the timing is on. I think this is great. and you could see JYP and the Three Racho was getting in, like they were getting into it. They were enjoying it. So, oh man, let's see what they say. That's a great song though. It's really really good.
Yeah.
最初のミッション、チーム別曲対決のステージ、ハルさんチームの Whatever Whenever でした。いや、非常に爽やかで、さらにエネルギッシュな楽曲だった、パフォーマンスだったと思いますけれども、まずはスリーラジャの皆さん、いかがでしたか？
네, 일단 무대 너무너무 잘 봤습니다.
감사합니다.
일단 켄 친구는 제가 여길 보니까 댄스 실력이 부족해서 연습을 많이 했다고 봤는데
He did.
하나도 부족한 게 티가 안 났어요. 정말 너무 깔끔하게 잘 춰서 오히려 춤 멤버인가라는 생각까지 했을 정도로 너무너무 깔끔하게 잘 췄고, 그리고 우리 하루 친구는 역시 리더답게 그 중간에서 묵직하게 끌어가는 힘이 정말 저 사람이 리더구나라는 걸 잘 느끼게 해주는 걸 보여줘서 너무너무 재밌게 봤습니다.
네, 저는 일단 전체적으로 이 곡의 분위기와 여기 참가자분들의 그 분위기가 너무 잘 어우러졌다고 생각을 하고요. 개인적으로 그 미라쿠 군의 표정이 너무 눈에 띄어서 활기찬 그 에너지, 기분 좋은 에너지를 전달받았던 것 같아요.
무대 시작하기 전에 뭔가 서로 이렇게 긴장 풀어주고 같이 화이팅하는 거, 서로를 정말 사랑하고 정말 좋아하고 이 무대 또 같이 하는 것도 너무 좋아하고 즐기는 게 보여서 전 너무 좋았어요. 무대 너무 잘 봤던 것 같습니다.
감사합니다. さあでは J.Y. パークさんにこのハルさんチームのパフォーマンス評価を聞いてみます。
The music, like, oh.
저는 마지막 무대가 한 번 남았지만 지금까지는 니지 프로젝트 시즌 2의 주인공이 저는 켄군 같아요. 프로젝트 시즌 2의 주인공이 저는 켄군 같아요.
감사합니다.
저는 진짜 이해가 안 가는 수준이에요. 아마 시청자들이 다 봤을 거예요. 이 친구가 지역 예선 때 얼마나 못했는지 다 기억하거든요. 이런 거였어요. 저 친구가 여기에 나와서 견딜 수 있을까? 이 프로그램에서 살아남을 수 있을까?
와우.
저 친구는 뭐 그냥 한국 가봤자 가장 먼저 이 프로그램을 떠나지 않을까. 오늘 춤과 노래가 이 5명 중에 가장 빛났어요.
I can, we can, so can. Yep.
제가 이런 오디션 프로그램을 정말 많이 했거든요. 프로그램 하는 도중에 성장한 폭으로는 제가 본 참가자 중에 최고인 것 같아요.
Yep.
감사합니다.
하루 군은
네.
이 니지의 프로젝트 시즌 전체를 통틀어서 가장 기복이 적었던 참가자 같아요. 가장 지금 돌이켜보면 가장 놀라운 건 못할 때가 없었어요. 예. 프로듀서 입장에서는 그런 멤버가 한 명 있는 건 정말 든든해요.
Yep.
예.
감사합니다.
토미야스 군도 불안했던 부분들이 있지만 전체적으로 보자면 사실 굉장히 잘했어요. 저는 미라코 군에 대해서는 스리라차 멤버들이 말해줬던 그 장점과 똑같은 걸 봤어요. 그냥 그 밝게 분위기를 만드는 이끄는 그게 정말 좋았어요. 단 하나 춤이 조금 더 정확하고 조금 더 컸으면 좋겠어요. 움직임들이 정확도는 이건 연습으로 되거든요. 그래서 동작의 정확도들은 살짝 아쉬웠어요.
It's a detail. It's a very fine point.
에이지 군은 이 노래의 주인공이 못된 느낌이에요. 이 노래 이렇게 해야 돼, 춤 이렇게 해야 돼, 노래 이렇게 해야 돼. 그럼 내가 이렇게 해야지. 그러다 보니까 이게 막 표정도 춤도 다 맞춰서 정확하게 하는데 그게 시험 보는 것처럼 보이는 거예요. 네. 이 다음 무대 때는 가사를 생각해서 가사의 주인공이 되고 춤 노래는 이제 연습한 걸 믿어야 돼요. 마음은 가사의 주인공이 되는 거 그것만 생각해야 돼요.
Yep.
ありがとうございました。さあそれでは情熱的なパフォーマンスを見せてくださいました春さんチーム、ステージの下で待機していただきたいと思います。今一度大きな拍手をお送りください。ありがとうございました。
So interesting, right? I would agree with JYP for the most part, right? Obviously, Ken, like you said, he's come a long way, man. Well, everybody has improved. This is the thing. Everybody has only gotten better. But yes, Ken probably the most drastic amount of change and improvement, right? Haru, in contrast, consistently good throughout the whole series, right? You only gotten stronger. There was some, details, a little bit of the stability, but not like that it was necessarily bad or damaged the quality of the performance in some way. And then an interesting contrast between Eiji and Haru, because they're, Haru was able to become the main character. He was able to have the expression, but seemingly at the cost of a little bit of that precision, a little bit of that accuracy. Whereas with Eiji, his precision and his accuracy and his timing and everything is like on point, but he didn't fully express through those movements and through the performance, right? So, in other words, what they just have to do, like they have to do the same thing, just you flip it, right? So Haru needs to kind of be mindful. He don't have to worry about the expression part. That's going to come naturally. He just needs to be a little bit more mindful of his movements, of his lines, of his accuracy. And Eiji, it's the other way around. He don't have to worry about his movements and his lines and his accuracy. He just needs to kind of, let go a little bit, like get into it. You know what I mean? Like really just take on the character, the expression of the song. Interesting, right? An interesting breakdown, but they're good overall. Really, really good. I mean, we're talking like minute details here.
さあファイナルステージ最初のミッション、次はTomoyaさんチームのパフォーマンスということになります。Tomoyaさんチームのミッション曲は先が見えない不安な状況で光を与えてくれた人たちへの感謝の気持ちを表現したという Because of You という曲です。さあそれではTomoyaさんチームのパフォーマンスご覧ください。
曲名が入ってるのかな。
曲名
なんだろう。せーの。
Because of you Because of you
どういう曲かと思う？
なんか応援ソングなんか、恋愛ソングなんか明るい曲な気がする。
いくよ。せーの。
めっちゃゆったりしてる。
いやー好きかも。めっちゃ好きかも。めっちゃ好きかも。うわー、
こうボーカル曲な気がする。
토모야 팀의 Because of You는 하루 팀과는 좀 다르게 분위기가 있어야 돼. 그냥 밝으면 안 되고 조용하고 정적인 만큼 노래 한음, 호흡, 춤 작은 동작 하나하나가 굉장히 눈에 띌 수밖에 없는 곡이에요. 그래서 얼마큼 섬세하게 정확하게 표현하느냐. 그러면서 그 위에 이제 감정을 잘 실어야겠죠.
僕らの曲は Because of You っていう曲なんですけど、僕らの想像していたものとは違って最初から最後までずっとゆったりとした感じ。
けどやっぱりそういう曲ってうまく歌うのはやっぱり難しいと思うし、
今まではパワフルで K-POP でダンスもガツガツでボーカルもバーンっていう感じの曲ばっかやってたんですけど、今回はゆったりした落ち着いた感じで、なのでやっぱ僕がそっち系のジャンルをやってきたことがないので心配でした。
해볼게.
네.
고쳐간 darkness 날 향한 너의 미소 shine 따스히 온기 너를 여기까지 이끌어준 because of you yeah
웃으면서 하는 게 확실히 많이 줄었어. 계속 표정이 이래. 근데 제스처는 막 이래. 그러니까 이 제스처랑 이 얼굴이 안 맞는 거야 지금.
네, 알겠습니다.
그걸 많이 신경 써야 되고.
너네는 이 노래를 받고 한번 좀 이렇게 팀끼리 한번 얘기 한번 해봤니? 이 노래에 대한 해석? 근데 이제 아무래도 여태까지 우리가 했던 곡들은 다 아티스트의 곡을 커버를 한 거고, 이 노래는 사실 너네가 만들어가는 거거든 이거를.
初めての自分たちの曲ってことでお手本がないので、
この曲をどうやって解釈してどうやって歌うか一番難しい部分じゃないかなと思います。
결론적으로는 누군가를 좀 떠올리면서 불러야 되는 거고 이 노래는. 그래서 팀 연습을 할 때 많이 얘기를 했으면 좋겠어.
가시などをよく見てみたらすごい僕自身が共感できる歌詞が多かったので。
Good.
でこれさ題名も Because of You やけどさ、なんていうの、まあ感謝の気持ち、
感謝ね。
誰に向けてにするかを決めとったらいいと思うけん。
感謝する。誰にするかってこと。
さあ、
どうした？
まあファイナルまであと1週間やなって。
おーやばくない？やっと
この長かった20プロジェクトの終わりがもう。
おい、あれ怖い怖い。おい、あれ怖い怖い。
うわ
よいしょ。はい、ゆき、はい。はい。ゆきだったか。ゆきは東京合宿まではめっちゃいい評価もらったけど、韓国合宿始まって正直未来が不安ってのもゆき言ってて、それでなんか、なんて声かければいいかとか、まあ難しくてわからんかったけど、でも普段明るいオーラっていうのがあって、やっぱきつくてもしんどくてもいつも 笑かせてくれる勇気がやから、そのおかげでなんかいつもどれだけ辛くても勇気のおかげで頑張れると思うけん、一緒にデビューして一生ずっと笑かしてくれたら嬉しい。
夕日夕日夕日といっちゃん先生にチームやった時がアッキーナの時やったんで、練習する時はちゃんと優しくいつもいてくれるから、それが本当にめっちゃ助けになったし、本当に夕日っていう存在がおったからこそここまで耐えてこれたかなって思うし、それぐらい俺にとって夕日は大きい存在だなっていうことを伝えたいです。
自分としてはセイタが本当に必要な存在で、今までもあゆみこと相談してアドバイスもらったりとか、いろいろ助けてもらってすごく感謝してる。
最初の頃は練習生で一緒に歩いていける仲だったのが、今になっては智也はすごい先頭にいるような気がして、その背中がすごいたくましくて、俺らのリーダーは智也じゃないといけないんじゃないかなって本当に思った。これから先も一緒に頑張ろう。
Friends for life, man. I'm telling you.
智也、
For life.
俺のこと好きなんか忘れた。
違う。カンペがあった、カンペが。カンペがあった。
智也頑張っていますか。智也頑張っていますか。
韓国に行ってから4年間、辛いこともたくさんあったと思うけど、これまでずっと努力を続けてきた姿を見て本当に誇りに思っています。あとは自分を信じて最後まで楽しんでやりきってください。
ゆうき、みんな元気ですか？心からダンスと歌が大好きな気持ちを大切に最後まで楽しんで悔いのないように頑張ってほしいです。
これまでいろんなことがあったけど弱音も吐かずひたすら頑張ってきたね。たくさんのことを乗り越えてきた夕日を本当に強い子だと思うし誇りに思っています。
お母さんに心配かけないように元気に振る舞っていても苦しんでいるセータをお母さんは分かっていました。誰よりも努力をしないといけないといつも言っていましたね。セータなら必ず乗り越えられると信じていました。もっともっと自信を持って最後まで悔いのないように頑張ってほしいです。頑張れー。
これは
お母さんってすごいね。
お母さんってすごいね。
でも応援してくれとうけん、本当Because of Youの歌詞通り、これからは俺が親孝行してかっこいい姿見せられないかなって思う。
そうだね。もうビデオレターを見た後、本当に嬉しくて、本当に家族に感謝の気持ちをいち早く伝えたいなって思ったし、
このプロジェクトで必ずデビューして、今度は僕がお母さんに何か恩を返せてあげたらいいなと思いますし、
自分に関わってくれた全ての方とかメンバーのみんなとかにも感謝して、
そういうことをこの場を通して伝えたいなって思います。
Good. Good. Okay. So this should be good because they made that connection. And these songs are both actually really, really good for this, right? But this one in particular, and you see, like, you know, when they acknowledge it and they understand, like, okay, gratitude, okay, appreciation, okay, what does it mean, right? And then having that message come from the family, like I said, it ties everything together, connects everything back to the beginning, back to where you came from, and I think they're going to nail it.
내 눈앞에 끝이 없는 어두운 밤길을 잃어버린 발걸음대로 멈춘 채 얼어버렸던 그 밤 나 기억해 빛들 때 무너졌던 순간 널 위로해주었던 moonlight 너의 목소리에
아득했던 시간이 얘는 길을 밝혀 마치 한 줄기의 구원처럼 내게로 다가온 너
깊이 스며오던 온기 따스하지
수없이 기다렸던 기적 같아 믿을 수 없을 만큼 포근해
Dreaming 꿈을 꾸는 듯이 소리쳤지
나 혼자 곁에왔던 외롭던 밤이 끝나
꽃져가는 darkness 날 향한 너의 미소 Shine 따스히던 날 향한 너의 미소 Shine 따스히던 텅빈 내 맘을 감싸고 가득히 채워주는 걸 right 선명해지는 별빛 마주한 너의 눈빛 나를 여기까지 이끌어준 because of you yeah
믿음이란 주력같이
내게 맞지
변하지 않고 날 지켜주니 스쳐번져 흔들린데도 언제나 네 손을 잡아놓지 않지
답이 없었던 불안했던 날
안아주고 채워준 너더 바라게 없게 됐어 너 하나로
별빛 닫히듯이 내게 내린
너란 꿈에 밤새 물들고 있어 아름다워 두려워 눈부신 밤이 저 멀리
사라지는 느낌 내 끌어안지
한번도 네가 환하게 빛나는 밤
꽃져가는 darkness
날 향한 너의 미소
Shining
따스히 따원기 텅빈 내 맘을 감싸고 가득히 채워주는 걸 right
선명해지는 별빛 마주한 너의 눈빛 나를 여기까지 이끌어준 because of you yeah 헤매이던 시간 넘어 내게 다가온 너 너로 채운 내 주투 I love you too baby 오늘도 이대로 절대 놓지 않아 baby
야, 너 다시 손을 놓지 마라 절대 이제 난 너를 비출게
거쳐가는 날 향한 너의 미소 Shine 따스히 따뜻해 텅빈 내 맘을 감싸고 가득히 채워주는 걸 right
선명해지는 별빛
마주한 너의 눈빛 나를 여기까지 이끌어준 because of you yeah
It's because of you babe yeah 나를 이끌어준 because of you babe yeah
So I think that the vocals were just so stable, man. This song is really, really also well written. There's like some really nice rap rhythms that are in this, right? Like there's some really like intense syncopation and some very tightly grouped beats in here, but they were all pretty much like dead on. That hook, you know, that da da that falsetto right part, it never felt like there was any tension or strain, you know what I mean? I like the vocals were really, really good, man. And the choreography as well, some absolutely great lines, you know, when the extension of the arms and all that, and you see how parallel everybody, you know, everyone's lines are, right? And the expression was there, like they totally found it, right? Like there are some of those, the verse parts more like when you are kind of confessing something, right? So that's when you see a little bit more of this, you know, like I'm having a time because I'm trying to be honest here and maybe let my guard down a little bit. And then the vocal, the hook, right, when that comes around, it's a switch to like having that smiling sort of energy, right, and that sweetness come through. And I think they absolutely nailed it. I think they took it to heart. You know, the concept of the song, you know, and all of, like, remembered, you know, had the messages from their families, all that, had each other there together, and they really understood the concept behind it and the expression, what the song was supposed to convey. The vocals were incredibly stable. Like, oh, dude, I think everybody really shined as far as the vocals, right? You know, Seita was some of his rap rhythms were like, oh okay, and then, you know, Tomoya, Yui, like these wonderful high notes that they had, so smooth, no strain, no lack of confidence or anything like that. I mean, these guys were like in it. I think they crushed this, like, totally.
Tomoya さんチームの最初のミッション、チーム別曲対決のステージ1 Because of You でした。見ているだけで温かい気持ちがあふれるような、笑顔になるような素晴らしいパフォーマンスだったと思いますが、スペシャル審査員のスリラチャの皆さんいかがでしたか？
확실히 이제 토모야 팀은 이제 4명이잖아요. 그러면 이제 인원수적인 그런 좀 빈 느낌이 있을 수도 있는데, 전체적으로 봤을 때 오히려 빈 느낌 없이 합도 잘 맞고 뭔가 좀 꽉 찬 무대를 좀 느꼈던 것 같아서 너무 잘 봤고요.
감사합니다.
유이 군을 너무 잘 봐가지고 뭔가 되게 안정적이고 뭔가 되게 좀 프로다운 모습을 좀 본 것 같아서 되게 잘 봤습니다.
저도 유이 군이 되게 뭔가 베테랑 같은 느낌이 나가지고 되게 신기했고요. 근데 다른 멤버를 보고 있다 목소리가 딱 나올 때 눈길이 갔던 멤버분은 유키 군 목소리가 너무 좋더라고요. 그래가지고 이 곡에서 되게 목소리로서 뭔가 이목을 집중시키는 그런 매력을 봤던 것 같습니다.
감사합니다.
저한테도 눈이 계속 띄었던 멤버가 있는데 유키 군에 계속 시선이 갔던 것 같아요. 어떤 계속 무대 위에서 뿜어져 나오는 매력이 계속 사람들의 이목을 집중시킬 수 있는 그런 매력을 가진 것 같아요.
답이 없었던 이 부분의 안무가 양손으로 이렇게 하는 거 맞나요?
네.
그때 타이밍이 안 맞았어요. 제가 왜 그걸 기억하냐면 그 부분 빼고 너무 잘 맞아서 기억을 해요. 틀린 게. 공연을 할 때 다 같이 옆으로 뻗는 선은 맞추기가 쉬워요. 그죠? 옆으로 뻗으면 되니까. 다 같이 위로 뻗는 선도 맞추기 쉬워요. 다 위로 뻗으면 되니까. 제일 맞추기 어려운 선이 대각선이잖아요. 대각선 선 뻗는 동작이 나올 때마다 제가 라고 한 게, 대각선을 그렇게 맞추려면 이거는 찍어놓고 맞추고 찍어놓고 또 보고 찍어놓고 또 보고 했다는 거잖아요. 저는 믿어지지가 않아서 그 각도와 타이밍이. 발 바꾸는 거, 볼 체인지 발 바꾸는 타이밍, 도는 타이밍이 다 맞았어요. 기존에 있는 그룹들 보고 이렇게 정확하게 맞춰보라고 하면 맞추기 쉽지 않을 거예요. 正直今まで歌手智也はいつも良かったけどリーダー智也は正直少し不安定でした。でも今日はリーダー智也が光ったステージでした。저는 이제 4명의 노래 실력을 알잖아요. 토모야는 오늘 기대 이상이었어요.
ありがとうございます。
유키는 3명이 칭찬을 했잖아요. 저는 실력을 알잖아요. 한 군데가 아쉬웠어요. 그 가득 채워주는 거에서 뻗는 그 부분을 왜 자기 실력으로 육성으로 충분히 뻗을 수 있었는데 갑자기 위축돼갖고 소리를 못 낸 거예요? 왜 그런 거예요?
もともとそこのサビのチェオジュヌンゴルっていう部分がもともとずっと前からのディテールの課題でそこをずっと直そうと努力してたんですけど今日緊張とかもたくさんしてしまったしだから
그 부분에서 뭔가 보여줄 줄 알았는데 그 앞뒤로는 다 잘 불렀는데 그 제일 중요한 부분에서 갑자기 겁을 먹은 것처럼 나 이거 틀리면 어떡하지? 음이탈나면 어떡하지? 갑자기 조심스럽게 불러서 그게 너무 아쉬웠어요. 다음 무대에서는 정확하게 보여줬으면 좋겠어요. 네.
はい、ありがとうございます。
유이군 스리라차 군들이 다 칭찬한 거 저도 똑같이 말해. 오늘 느낌이 너무 좋았어요. 느낌이. 근데 춤의 정확성이 사실 조금 부분 떨어져요. 춤을 조금 더 정확하게 춰야 돼요. 예. 그리고 세이타군 춤 정말 정확하게 췄는데 느낌을 더 실어야 돼요 춤에. 자 나머지 한 무대에서는 잘했으면 좋겠습니다. 네, 수고하셨습니다.
감사합니다.
감사합니다.
You know, sometimes I can see like some of the issues there, but you know, for Yuki, I thought it sounded good, and the thing is, JYP is talking about something very specific, and with that sort of his own perspective on it, where he's knows that there's a little bit more to what he can do, right? Is like he wants to hear a full voice. That I think with this song is a balance to the vibe. You'll want to make a high note stand out, but not like too much, especially if the rest of the track is fairly laid back. It wasn't like a big deal for me. I thought it still sounded good, but I will concede, okay, you could lay into it a little bit more. I mean, just for generally speaking, for the sake of having fun, sure, yeah, you can, if you have the opportunity there. And then when it comes to like Seita and Yuki, it's kind of the same thing that was going on with Miraku and Eiji, right? Sometimes I think that JYP just, even if it's like a minor little subtle thing but he happened to notice it, he's going to make a point out of it, I think, really just to like draw the even more out, you know what I mean? Like it's a thing was like, if I say this, then they'll deliver a little bit more, they'll push, because if you say, oh, there's nothing wrong, it's perfect, you don't got to fix anything, that could go south like real quick. Like that could work against a team, because they might get to a feeling real comfortable and like, okay, well, and then lose some of that intensity or some of their vigor, some of their expression. So I honestly think at this point, just from watching all these shows, I think that JYP feels like it in some part of the job, right? Like, I gotta say something, because that will get them to you know, because they're gonna go all out on this, and they have to go all out on another one too. They already did one performance of the show song, and then they have to do this first stage, and then they're gonna have to do another stage. So you're gonna be feeling a little bit tired, more so than usual, right? So I could say something here just to, you know, keep them like on their like keep them awake, keep them, you know, like present very much, and give them something to sort of anchor to, and that way they can go into the next round with like, okay, there's a goal, if I can fix on something, this is what I need to do, I'm gonna do it. Like give them a mission, kind of, right? But it's fair enough. It's not all that different from the first group, the first stage, right? So again, like it's very, very close. This competition has been extremely close between all the members the entire way, and I knew it was going to be like that all the way to the end, man, because everybody's just so good.
こうして最初のミッション、チーム別曲対決のパフォーマンスがすべて終了しました。では、ハルさんチーム、ステージ上に上がってきてください。
더 좋았던 팀 정해줘야 돼.
미쳐버리겠다. 그러니까 근데 보컬로는 확실히 여기 무조건 여기
훨씬 나았을 수가 있는데. 더 다이나믹했지.
여기 보면서 기분이 좋아져느라고 뭔가 심사를 하는 그 기분 그걸 못 느꼈고 여기는 심사를 뭔가 하게 되는 느낌이었어요. 저는 사실 이쪽.
근데 퍼포먼스적으로는 좀 더.
It's close. It's close competition, man. But that's good because that means you're getting the best
さあでは
performance.
参ります。競技が終わったようです。最初のミッション、チーム別曲対決。勝利チームの発表、J.Y. パークさんお願いします。
今回のステージについての思いは僕の思いとスリラチャの思いが違いました。でもスリラチャ3人メンバーの思いは同じでした。スリラチャの思いを切った後、僕の考えが変わりました。ウィナーはハルくんのチームです。ハルくんのチームです。
ありがとうございます。
Okay.
ハルくんのチームです。
Well done. Well done. Good job. Very good.
ありがとうございます。
ありがとうございます。ハルさんチームおめでとうございます。最初のミッションでまず勝利ということになりましたけれども、リーダーのハルさん、今お気持ちいかがですか？
そうです。智也のチームもすごく歌が安定していて全員魅力的ですごくうまかったので、すごく勝てるかどうか心配していたのですが、こうやっていい評価を得られてすごく嬉しいです。ありがとうございます。
そして惜しくも敗れてしまいましたが、智也さんチームリーダー智也さん、今どんなお気持ちですか？
めっちゃ悔しいです。また春チームに負けてしまったので、次の舞台では勝てるようにもう一回気合い入れ直してもう一度戻ってきます。
2つ目のミッションとなります。
同じ曲を2チームとも一緒にやるってことなので負けてられないなって思ったし、
最終のデビューメンバーに入りたいです。
最後の最終メンバーは
Oh man, dude, it's the NiziU guest performance. Ah man, what both seasons were so good. You know what I mean? Like there was like if anybody hasn't watched the first season, like if by chance you just like got into this one, right, for season 2 or whatever. Oh man, if you watch the first season, dude, it's wild, dude. Like it's really wild. It's so good. And that's really awesome. I like when I saw the announcements that they were gonna have Racha as the guest judges, and then NiziU was going to perform a song for the show. And I was like, oh well, this is perfect. I mean, you like, what more could you ask for, right? I mean, like this is literally perfect. Because I've been waiting for Stray Kids to make an appearance this whole time. Because it's like, okay, well, if we're doing, like in the first season, right, when they're trying to form NiziU, you had Sana and Momo, right? And it was just so perfect, right? Because it's like, okay, it's Twice, right? And the Japanese members of Twice, and they came to be guest judges. And then for this one, it's like, okay, it's got to be Stray Kids. I mean, they're that, that boy group, right? Of like the same, you know what I mean? Like Twice was to NiziU. So now, you got to have Stray Kids in there somewhere. And I was waiting for them to show up, at a certain point. And it's fitting that it's for the final stage, right? This final round here. And then to have NiziU come and do a performance. Man, it's really incredible. It's just really perfect, man. But both teams, I'm telling you, man, like this series, this competition, this season has been so dang close, man. Like, because the talent level has been so high, dude. All through, it was like, it's crazy that we made it all the way to here, right? With almost all 12 members. I mean, we had to go all the way to the penultimate stage just to get a cut, because like everyone's so good. That's what happened. Like, it's so close, right? That's how you know everybody's good, and then they're giving you the best performance that they could do. And both of these stages were great. They were really just awesomely done. I don't even I can justify some of the points that JYP made. Like I said, sometimes I think he just says things just to keep the members on their toes. Like, oh man, okay, we're really being critically looked at here, right? Which they are. So it's fair. But those very specific points aside, I think everybody's performance was so good, dude. I mean, I enjoyed the heck out of both of these songs. Are awesome. These are good songs, dude. These are really good. And I think both groups were able to match the vibe and perform them really well. Despite any of these, it doesn't bother me any. All right, I saw great stages and great performances. And I can appreciate the competitiveness, right? Like, as Tomoya is saying, like, we'll get you, right? Oh, you won this one, but just and that's good. It's the spirit of the competition, right? He's not like, he probably is, I'm sure, just as fond of the other team members as of his own. These guys have all been in this together, from the beginning. As the team makeups kind of vary from stage to stage and all of that. So it's very friendly. It's very just in the spirit of the competition. What he's saying is, I promise you, I'm giving you my best performance. We're not holding back here. Like, I promise you, you're going to get like our best form, right? And what that is a tremendous amount of respect, actually. That's what it actually means. He's like, this is a worthy competition right here. I see it. I'm totally acknowledging how good you are, and I'm gonna give you a run for your money. I'm gonna give, you know what I mean? Like, that's what that is coming from. So it's very good. It's fun, dude. This series, this season has been fun. the whole way through, man. Like, this is incredibly fun. As usual, really, really great to see the moment with the messages from the families. I thought it was great that they also had the shared messages between the team members, you know. Man, this is it. This is it. We're here. And JYP kept it open, right, to saying, ideally, I'd like to have all 9 of you. I prefer is to have everybody make. That's basically what he's saying, right? If it were, you know, like if I could just have my way, it'd be all 9 of you there. But for the sake of the competition, the way this is going to work, I got to see these performances and have to evaluate them, you know. So we'll see what happens, man. But even just the sort of reaffirmed possibility that there could be all 9 members that make it, dude, it would be epic. I'm just gonna say, it would be so perfect. And I still hope that everybody makes it. I do, because everybody can, not just because they want 9 or, you know, it's the final number's not fixed, but everybody's legit talented enough and good enough to actually make it. So let's see. Oh, and because I know I have many people watching from Japan, as a Japanese audience, right? And I tried to figure something out for like translation. I would do the thing is with the subtitles, if I add them myself, it's quite a long process, and I just can't find the time like today. You know what I mean? Like I just. If I had a faster means of doing it, then I could streamline it. I would. I was trying to figure out something with like Google Translate or something where I could, you know, say something and do like a speech to text kind of translation, but I couldn't get it to work. I was sitting here trying to figure it out, and for whatever reason, the Google Translate thing just didn't want to work with me, you know. So I apologize for that. I really do. I always respond to comments as best I can. I will use the Google Translate for that to interpret the message and then also to respond to it. So you know, I apologize for that. I know some viewers use the auto-generated subtitles, and from what I understand, I think it works well enough if it's an available option. But again, I do apologize. I couldn't figure it out. You know what I mean? I should have done it way before. You know, but there was A2K, and then there was this Nizi Project Season 2, and there was a whole bunch of stuff going on. But you know, that's my bad. I wish I could fix it somehow. You know, but I do appreciate you. Thank you very much for, you know, watching and you know, seeing this experience as well with me. It makes it fun. It just, you know, like I'm just doing this for fun, but the thing that really is the payoff is when, you know, people comment and you know, want to, because they're sharing in this whole experience, and that's a very, very cool thing. So I do appreciate it very much. Thank you very much. And next episode, that'll be it, man. And then we have gone through a whole nother season of Nizi Project, and I can't believe it. It's been such a good series. It's been so good, man. So I hope every single one of the guys makes it onto the group. I really do. It's going to be very, very difficult if somebody doesn't make it. I hope we get all 9 of them together. Please, that's what I'm hoping for. But we'll find out in the next episode.